Alright, this is my review of the Boog75. I just want to let you guys know this was sent out to me by Melatrix, so this will not affect my review in any way. So let's just start with the price. This comes in at around $230, which is pretty solid for a full all aluminum keyboard. There is a Zoom 75 HE version coming out, which is going to be around $190. So it's going to be a better value for anyone if you guys don't want to pay $240. It's just going to lose the gamer aesthetic. Like you can see on this board, there's like a lot of these like gamer markings, which personally doesn't bother me, but some people might like that. So the Zoom version won't have that, but the Boog does. And also there's, as you can see, there's this bottom weight. So it'll be different depending on what color you get, but this is honestly a nice premium color bottom weight, which I actually happen to like. And yeah, so also the performance, I used this board and played in a couple games like Apex and Fortnite. It feels really responsive and pretty good. I haven't really messed with the settings at all. I just played it on stock. It was really good. It felt very responsive and pretty solid. So then the software on this board is web-based, so you can pretty much go on Chrome, search up Boog75 software, and you're there. It's the easiest software I've ever used and set up. It's pretty solid, and so the RGB you can see right here, it's alright. There's only like 5 or so effects, which usually most boards have a little more. So if you're going for like all the RGB, this might not be for you, but the RGB is fine. The software is great. I program my F1 and F2 button just for volume. It's pretty easy to change stuff, and then you can layer it. So you can have, let's say, one button as, let's say, volume, and then you could do another layer to mute, and you could do up to like 4 layers per key. So that's pretty solid on the software side. And then in terms of sound, I mean, it sounds pretty good. I'll have a full sound test at the end, but it's not going to sound as good as a mechanical keyboard, but this is the best sounding HE keyboard I've heard. And also these are linear switches, but every mechanical keyboard kind of like feels different when you press down. It does feel a little tactile, which this doesn't have, but a lot of people won't miss that. Like, it doesn't really bother me that much. Like, in some ways I might prefer, but even though that's different, I actually type much faster on this board than any mechanical keyboard. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it doesn't have that feel, but this is pretty solid. I feel like this board is made for not necessarily someone who games, someone who's an enthusiast and games, so it's like for both of you guys. And also, let me just show you guys the switch. So this is a Gateron switch. I'm not sure exactly what this switch is called. And then you can see on the bottom, so it's magnetic. So it's a little different than a standard 3 or 5 pin switch. The plate also on this board is, I think, a steel plate, so it sounds really good. I feel like if they were going for sound, a Palm might have been better, but I'm sure they tested that and figured out that this is better. So overall, I feel like this board is really solid. It's a good option. I haven't tried it, but I think the Zoom 75 HE will be a better value for $40 less. But overall, I would definitely recommend this board if you want a 75% Hall Effect gaming keyboard that also feels pretty solid. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll add a sound test at the end. Alright guys, so after editing this video, I actually realized I forgot one of my favorite parts about this board. It's actually these keycaps. They actually have like a rubberized feel, so it gives these keycaps a really good grip, and these are just the best caps I've ever used for gaming. Like, my hands get a little sweaty, doesn't affect it at all. It's like the grip on these is really good, and these are great keycaps for gaming, and they're just good keycaps in general. The coating's great, the grip is great, and they're solid. Okay, so now after this, you'll actually hear the sound test. Thanks for watching.